Peter Mullan, or Mullan as they say over here, and I'm a writer, an actor and a director. Truthful ones. That, you know, just because an actor isn't necessarily experienced, as long as they can look for the truth, and that's the kind of actor I like. Even if technically they're not brilliant, I don't care, as long as they're looking for some kind of truth. And I asked a few guys who are about my age, I'm 51, and I asked a few guys, strangers, and I said, listen, is it just my imagination, or was everything around us violent? As in, teachers were violent, police were violent, our parents were violent, the priests were violent, and everyone said, yeah, it was a very violent time. Violence was institutionalised. My brother and I always said that of all the casting, that part was the least problematic, because we knew we had a standby, and I was the standby. Okay. And he was a bit concerned that if I did it, it may be too much psychologically, and blah, blah, blah. It didn't bother me in the slightest. It was a very enjoyable, easy job to do for me. I didn't know what I was going to do with the character, but it was fun, really good fun. I really liked playing that guy, because every time we turned over, because I hadn't thought about it, every time we turned over it was so easy, because I could go anywhere, I could do anything. And I liked the idea that there was a guy who you just simply didn't know what he was going to do. And also, another reason why I was in it is I was very, very cheap. I was very inexpensive. I got, for my performance, which we'd shot over 10 days, something like that, I was paid £400. That was my salary. It's very difficult. There's very few getting made, and the ones that are getting made are either very low budget or they're American Hollywood blockbusters that are huge budgets. There's not much in between. Independent cinema, I'd say, is struggling, not artistically just now, but we're definitely struggling financially. Like the great English films, there weren't many great Scots films in the last couple of years, but the great English films in the last couple of years, like The Arbour, Archipelago, Tyrannosaur, all those films are getting made for €500,000–600,000. I mean, tiny budgets, micro budgets. Neds is actually quite a big budget. Neds was £3.5 million. Okay. So that's about €4.5 million. That's a big budget these days. Yeah. And I hope it gets the money back. I'll not see any, but I'd like to pay back the people that gave us the money for it.